how and why retargeting ads are able to get us coaching leads for roughly half the cost of regular cold traffic ads on Facebook. My name is Jason Nyback and spend roughly about $1 million a year on Facebook ads attracting coaching clients who we teach our strategies to and basically how to get coaching clients who are qualified for their own businesses. And then we'll also post our learnings and strategies over here on these videos. So I would like to talk to you today about retargeting ads and how they're getting us leads for, in a lot of cases, half the cost of cold traffic, regular coaching ads on Facebook ads. Well, first off, what in the world are they? Well, using retargeting ads, or they're often called remarketing ads, is a great strategy. So here's how this works. You've already seen them, you may be using them, but if you haven't, oftentimes you'll see an ad somewhere on Facebook, or say Amazon or something like that for some shoes, or let's just say shoes. Next thing you know, you go on Facebook and the ad is there. You're like, how'd they find me? That's a remarketing ad. Or you click on an ad on Facebook and next thing you go on YouTube, you're like, there's an ad for that same thing. Or you go to somebody's website, check something out. Next thing you know, they're running ads to you on Facebook type thing. Those are referred to as remarketing or retargeting ads. And they are great because you can micro-target the people who already clicked on something and then funnel them in and only have a small audience. So if you're running a cold traffic ad, you're going after a broad audience. We recommend about 1 million people. They've never seen your stuff. It's their first time seeing you. They've never been exposed to anything you have. But where a remarketing ad, for example, let's say you ran an ad for somebody to get a lead magnet or a webinar or something like that in your coaching business to attract potential coaching clients. Hypothetically, over the course of a month, let's say you had 1,000 people click on that ad. Okay? Now, for simplicity's sake, let's say 10% of them registered, which leaves us with 900 people who didn't do anything. 900 people hit the registration page and left. Didn't give you a name and email, sign up for your whatever you got for them, right? So theoretically, those 900 people are gone. Those are lost potential leads, never to be recovered, never to be found again. Or are they? If you're using retargeting, and you can do this on Facebook, we recommend doing it on Facebook. I do it on Facebook. It's easy. You have a piece of code of artificial intelligence or a pixel that is on the registration page. Facebook's going to track those people. Okay, so they're going to cookie them, pixel them, whatever you want to call it. And then so what you can do is, over the course of that month, those 900 people have created their own audience of 900 people called a retargeting audience or remarketing audience. We'll just call it retargeting for the simplicity of this video. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run an ad only to those 900 people. Okay, now that ad is somewhat, they're warm. They've seen my registration page. They've clicked on my ad. So they're a warmer person. They haven't registered, so they're not super warm, but they're not cold, if that makes sense, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run an ad to those 900 people. Now, what type of ad am I going to run? Am I going to run them back to the registration page that they said no to? I'm going to think about that for a second. If they said no already, why would they want to go back a second time? We'll talk about that. You can run them to various other things and all kinds of stuff. But really, there's a couple, 3 things you need to know if you're going to run these retargeting ads that keeps yourself out of trouble. Third one is the most important. If you violate the third one, you could lose your ad account, or you could just make a whole bunch of people really mad at you, even if your stuff's awesome. So pay attention to number 3. The first takeaway and the first thing you need to understand is this. You need to understand how it works, okay? And I've already explained it a bit of how it works, but basically for simplicity of this video, you're just going to go on Facebook, you're going to put the retargeting ad on your registration page and on your confirmation page and just run the ads. Facebook's going to do the work. They're going to be doing the tracking behind the scenes. You don't have to worry about it. All that kind of stuff. So they're going to be there to track it. But first off, you need to know how it works. I've kind of explained that. Second thing, the offer that you give them the second time around ideally should be different than the first one. Now, there's a few ways you could do this. what you can do is you can use a date range, okay? I think on Facebook it's 180 days, meaning this. If 90 people are in that audience on month one, okay, say whatever, let's say January, you get 90 or 900 people in that, or how many people would we get in that audience? You ran 1,000 clicks, 900 people. And say for 6 months, you're going to get, I'm just going to do some math here, you just got 900 times 6 months, you have 5,400 people in that audience, because month one you got 900, month two 900, month three, you know what I mean? 900 people came into that audience. And so I think Facebook will let you build it for 6 months, okay? Then after 6 months, the people will start falling off. So potentially you could have an audience of 5,400 people. It gets to be a good size audience. But do you really want to be running an ad about your webinar registration page to the same people every day for 6 months after they said no? Probably not. If they said no, it's for a reason. Now, you could try and take them back once or maybe twice again, but inevitably, whatever it is you're offering on that page, they're just not interested in, and that's okay. So what you need to do is you need to create a secondary lead magnet. Create something else. Instead of a webinar, create a lead magnet. If you have a lead magnet, maybe create a webinar. Various things like that. Create a different headline. Give them a different angle. Give them something maybe different that they're looking for. Something different. And what that will do is that will give them more likely a reason to register. So there was a reason maybe they just didn't resonate with it. And so you got to think, well, is there another way I can say this? Is there another angle I can come at it? Something else that would resonate with them that would make them want to give me their name and email address, per se. So that's the second thing you got to know. Now, let's get to number 3. Number 3 is the most important thing we're going to talk about in this as it relates to this. Before we get to that, though, I need you to click the like button so I know if you like this video so I can create more of them for you. And the second thing, I need you to hit that subscribe button somewhere around this video. That way, I can get you more of these videos. We have a bunch of them in the pipeline coming out. Really good stuff about getting clients from Facebook, high-ticket clients, all that kind of stuff. But you're not going to know about them when they get released unless you hit that subscribe button. So hit the subscribe button, click the like button. So that way you're going to know about all the videos coming out, because you never know when one of these videos is the exact video you need to help you. Let's get to number 3. You have to manage your frequency. This is so important. I see so many coaches who are trying to get high-ticket coaching clients. They screw this up all the time. What does it mean? Okay, here's what it means. Whenever you show your ad, that's a frequency of 1, okay? And so you got to watch. Facebook will track your frequency, and you got to be careful not to allow it to get too far out of control. Because if you keep showing the same person the same ad again and again and again and again, guess what they're going to do? They're going to click those 3 buttons on the right-hand side and potentially hide it or report it as spam. And if you get too many hidden ads or too many spam complaints on your ads, you could lose your ad account. Facebook has been known to shut ad accounts down because they're deemed as spam. And you got to remember, a lot of that's done through the artificial intelligence. So if it's not a person, oftentimes it's a spam rating or something like that, it's not good. So you got to be careful to make sure that you do not overdo it. Not only that, you're just going to make them mad. They keep seeing your same stupid ad again and again and again. They're like, I'm not interested in this, go away. The other thing they could do is just start clicking on it to keep racking up your ad bill. Every day they click on it, they're like, go away. And they click on it, or they make nasty comments on it. There's a number of things they can do, and you don't want to just make them mad. They've told you they're not interested. So what do? You keep the frequency down. The second thing is you can, like we talked about, offer them different things. But the biggest thing in keeping the frequency down that I would highly recommend is not you allowing your retargeting to go out too many days, right? Only people who registered in the last couple of weeks or something like that can see it, Because if you start pushing your frequency out to 180 days, everybody in the last 180 days, you're going to have chaos. You're going to have bad comments everywhere. It's not going to work. So you got to be careful. Retargeting is amazing. It can be very profitable. We use it. We like it because the final thing, the bonus thing we like about it, that audience is super small. So you can't spend a lot of money on the budget, right? Maybe a couple bucks a day. So it's super cheap. We found it to be super low risk, converts like crazy. So try it out, see how it works for you. Now, as a final thing, are you tired of posting on organic all day or having ads that are not working, not making you money? Here's what I need you to do. Click the link in the description or in the first comment there, and you're going to have there's a link there to my no-cost training on the 300-word Facebook ad strategy and snowball system I use to attract high-ticket coaching clients. I think you're going to really like it. It's in the description or in the comment. Take care.